Hello, I wanted to talk about my experience with transit Pluto conjunct my Venus, which is ongoing. The exact conjunction was sometime earlier this year, and I believe now Pluto is retrograding back to the exact conjunction. What's happening is that there's more integration of what Pluto is doing to my Venus. I had just went through the Pluto transiting Sun conjunction, and I'll get to talking about that. That's intense. And I wanted to share these videos that I shared on my close friend's story a few weeks ago. It was prompted by me learning how to do my eyebrows. It's so funny because I didn't do them today. And that's fine. I'm pretty comfortable. It meant like a lot to me because what this transit is doing is making me care more about my appearance and the upkeep, and kind of investing more in my appearance. Just like, this is so easy for Libras and Taurus. They're willing to like spend money on their hair and their facials and like nails, and I just never have been that type of person. And how it's been manifesting for me is that I really got into like wanting to curate or figure out what my style is, because I think I spent a long time just like wearing baggier clothes to hide my body and not really working with what I have. And even leading up to the exact conjunction, I actually paid a stylist who specializes in the Kibi theory, and she gave me like my body type and my essence. I've still been working on that. Now it's like working with, the budgets and like all of that stuff, because I can't just like throw away my whole closet and get a whole new set of clothes. And this conjunction is happening in my 10th house whole signs, and as well as Venus rules my 2nd house and my 7th house. So 2nd house themes are really there with the self-worth and investing in oneself. Since the conjunction, I have been paying attention more to my relationships and understanding what dynamics have been that led me to what most of my relationships have been like, which have been really, really kind of interesting. Basically, I found out that my number one love language is quality time, but that is opposing my fearful avoidant attachment style. So, obviously that doesn't work because you're isolating yourself when you should be spending time with people. And since then I've been communicating to my friends that I want to see you more, and like, what is your capacity to see me, and this will make me feel good. And so far it's been really beautiful to feel more fulfilled in my relationships, and I feel happier and I feel more secure, which is always good. I think in the video clips that I'm gonna share at the end, or the second part of this video is mostly about like appearance and tackling this codependent nature, or tendencies I should say, of caring about what other people think of me. In my astrology class, I learned that after Pluto transits a planet, it's gonna change that whole planet and its expression permanently, because that's what Pluto is. And I know what that's like because it transited my sun like right before I did for Venus, and I am not the same person before that transit, and it was also really tough, and it was terrible. It was terrible. It was terrible at the time because I didn't understand what was happening, and it was also happening during like 2020 when COVID erupted. And yeah, I can't say what, I can't really say give an ultimatum for a Pluto-Venus transit because I'm still going through it. Like, it still needs to retrograde and touch Venus again, and then it'll go back, and then it'll touch my Neptune. I think, there's probably other transits that are happening right now too that are making me feel, I guess, more happy and better. Like Jupiter, that's about to transit into my first house, which is great, but I wanted to share because Pluto transits are intense. So far, it's been a lot more easy to handle, but my astro teacher did say that when you get like more transits to particularly luminaries, but also like personal planets, you'll get to understand the Pluto transits more. Yeah, I just wanted to share what's been happening. So I truly admire Venusians because I'm not Venusian at all. Like, I'm Aries, right? And even Virgos, because they got these routines like down pat. Like, I need to do this, I need to do all these like upkeep sort of things. And I think for me, like, it's been my hair. Like, in high school, like getting up early to just, my hair had to be right, Leo moon. But now it's like, solar return, Venus in the first house, like Pluto in the first house. My appearance is going to change a lot this year. And it's been happening. And I can see it, like, also, just baby steps. What am I saying? Like, it was my hair, then it was my skin, now it's my eyebrows. So this is such a first house perfection year thing, but like, I love how I can see the beauty that I see in myself, and I think it's really showing because it's just a consequence of what I'm doing. Like, even my hair, because my hair was thinning out, and I stumbled upon TikToks on like how to grow your hair and like make it more healthy, and I like, it looks a lot healthier and feels a lot thicker as well. And I just love it. It's really like, my external self is really reflecting the love that I'm putting into myself, and I just, I love it so much. Surprisingly, sorry, I don't know if I already said also, but surprisingly, there's not much focus on like the aesthetic of my body. It's more of like accepting it for what it is already, despite like me focusing on the aesthetic of like my hair or like my face. So that's really interesting. But I think also a lot of this has to do with the fact that I just don't rely on external validation anymore. Like, if I did before, then I so much less now. So just what Amber said in that video, like, I just got used to it. I got used to living without validation that I wanted for so long that it's like, nothing really matters except for how I feel about myself.